Howdy folks, Zach Smith, Pest Dude, Pest Pro by day, pest information, I don't know what I am. I'm just here to help you out, save money, and have knowledge to solve your own pest problems. You don't have to hire a pest pro like me. If you don't have the money or you want to do it yourself, I want you to do it safely. Today we're talking about the Goodnature. This is the Humane. I was going to say humane. It is humane. Don't get me started on what's humane, okay? Swift kill. That's humane, okay? You ever seen a hawk catch a gopher and rip it apart while it's alive? That's nature's way, folks. We're trying to do stuff better than that. This is actually one of the fastest, cleanest ways, and apparently super high-tech ways to kill rats. They make one of these for squirrels too, but we'll just talk about the rat one today, okay? Pretty expensive. This is just the little box cover thing. Here's the contraption. This is high-tech, okay? This is like built on like BB gun technology, or I don't even want to figure out what. Screw this guy in. I'm not going to set it all the way, but you crank it in until it bottoms out. That opens the CO2. Now, in there is a trigger. You can't see it, but believe me, don't put your finger in there. I know that the rep, I think it was the rep, somebody in the industry tested this out by putting their finger in there, breaks the finger apparently. That's how strong it is, okay? It comes with this is a counter. These are good for, I don't know, 25 or 30 kills. And then you don't know if it's working because rats come at night when you're asleep, and in the morning, the dead rats are gone because raccoons ate them. This will tell you if you had some kills, okay? So that's a counter. Throw that over there. Now, what do you put in here? This is where the lure goes, okay? The lure, they come, this is cool looking. It's like Nutella. In fact, it'll probably tell you what's on here. It's chocolate. It's like Nutella, okay? You can use whatever you want, but it comes with this kind of chocolate Nutella. You follow the instructions, take the lid off, put it in here. Probably got it upside down. Doesn't matter. It's not rocket science. Just read your instructions. I don't use these that often. I'm not telling you I use them all the time. I have 3 on my home. I put a game camera on there and I watched them work. They work. But because I'm a skeptic, and I think everybody should be skeptical, there is no perfect solution. It takes rats a little while to trust, because rats are, you can say they're smart, but I call them skeptical. And skepticism in the rat community keeps rats alive. They go, this doesn't look like the food I normally eat. Maybe I should just avoid it, even though this chocolate sauce smells so good. All right, so now it comes with, this is the last part, this little handy stand. So the originals, you screwed them to a tree or the fence down at the rat level, down near the ground. Then they thought, well, people probably don't want to be screwing these to the tree and not being able to move them around. So they give you this little stand connected to the stand. You can move this around wherever you want, and it's just the right height for a rat to walk up. Technical difficulties. We're not some sort of super pro camera crew here. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm just in my yard after work reviewing products because I want you to try this stuff if you're not going to hire Pest Pro. Pest control industry, we charge a lot by the hour. It's because we have a ton of overhead. A ton of overhead. We handle pesticide. We train employees. We drive vehicles. It's a lot, so you pay a lot. Yes, we are good at what we do and we provide guarantees and results, but I know a lot of you out there want to do it yourself, and I'm going to tell you how. So anyway, that was my little disclaimer because my camera fell down. When you set this out, the rats will eventually, because I've seen it happen. I proved it. I don't just like to do stuff because the sales reps say it works. I watched this, and the rat for a week came by and he sniffed it out, and then on like the 5th or 6th, 7th day, the rat went, okay, I trust it, and went for the food, which was up here. But between here and there is the trigger. Bam, bam. And it was the end. The rat died. I felt bad, actually, on video. I've been following the rat for a week. Rats are kind of cute. I'd have one as a pet. This one was just living under my house. And so, anyway. Is this better than the Victor or Catchmaster wooden traps? You know, classic wooden snap traps? I don't think it's better, but it works again and again and again and again 25, 30 times without you having to deal with it. That's good. That means if you put these out around your yard, you don't have to check them but once a month, every couple weeks. And you can look at the counter. Remember, the counter, it's not turned on, but it'll have a little digital readout of how many it killed. If you did that with wooden traps, you'd have to check them every day. And you would have to deal with a lot of bodies. And if you put out a lot of traps, they disappear. So, this was a long video. This is quite an investment. A few $100, a couple $100. I'm not a numbers guy, folks. They're expensive. Look them up. Check it out. If you're into high tech and you don't want to touch it, the rat, and you just want the raccoon to take the body and all that, that's what this was designed for. Pretty cool backstory that I heard about the Goodnature company dealing with invasive rodents in faraway places. They can put this kind of stuff out. Kind of cool. Anyway, I'm Zach Smith, the Pest Dude, and your complicated rat trap questions get answered here.